Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys have been good. I know it's been a while I've made a post, but I just wanted to show you guys this beautiful 300 plus people move I was able to catch on gold earlier on this week. Now, for context, this is my phase one of the Funny Pips challenge accounts. I've had this account since July. I've been trading it since July, but I've been in very deep drawdown. As you can see from at the bottom right of your screen there where my balance is, that's about almost 8% drawdown. Now I'll talk about why I was in the drawdown. That will be much later in the video when I'm talking about my trade management psychology and how to hold your winning trade, how to hold for long trades. That will come later in the video. So a quick breakdown of this particular entry. Now, as you can see, I had a blue zone, and that blue zone signifies that the zone has been tested a lot of times. Ideally, I use like more than 2 times. That's a minimum of 3 times. So once it has 3 touches on that zone, I change it to blue, which means it's a very strong zone. So I look for reactions there. Now, as you can see, this entry early in the morning there was a break of that particular zone, but this particular break didn't meet, is not the way I, according to my system, this is not the way it breaks that gives me confidence to take sales. Instead, it indicates that okay, it might just be a fake out, so I have to wait for a re-break. This is the strategy I use. This is one of them. This is the re-break strategy. So once the candle breaks back into the zone after giving the fake out, amongst other confirmations that I use, I take my entry and I just hold. But on this particular day, since it was an early morning trade, I already knew that okay, based on my testing, I know that my target should be to hold the trade ideally throughout the whole day, or at least till New York session. That said, this video was originally meant to be a very long video, but I can't post that kind of long video. It's just the trade, just the trade from start to finish. Except you guys want that, then drop it in the comment section, then I'll work on that. I'll see what I can do. But yeah, enjoy the trade. I tried to speed it up as much as I could. So after taking the trade, after some, I think about 2 hours, I went to bed, just left the trade running, then started recording when I woke up again. So in other news, do not forget to like, subscribe, engage with my content. You know the drill already, so let me not bore you. Let's head straight into the video. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while. I've posted the video, so here's what I've been up to. So I'm still on my Funny Pips challenge account, taking a couple of losses, but hopefully if today's trade goes well, I should be able to get at least back into profit, or possibly even pass the account, but fingers crossed. So what do I have here? I took this trade around this is 245, so I think around 2, yeah, 230 around or so. So what I'm expecting to happen is I'm expecting this price to go all the way back to this imbalance I have marked over here. That's around the 36 64, and here's my entry here. Now around that too, I had this zone. I had some other zones here, but this is where I got the confirmation from. So it broke out from this zone, but it wasn't the kind of break I was expecting. So I knew I had to just wait for probably a break back into the zone, which was this. And immediately I had that, I got in with my position there. So if this trade goes against me, I have little, the account is more or less gone. But if it goes into profits, like if it hits the take profits, it's going to be really, really good for the account. So let's see how it goes. Now ideally I'm expecting price to probably come back to my entry before it starts going back up. But if it hits stop loss, all well and good. But I expect it to at least tap into entry or dance around there before going all the way back up. And I'm expecting it to go that direction for the rest of the day. But anything can still happen. So let's see how the trade plays out. I'll update you guys. Okay guys, so this is 12 p.m. It's just 12 p.m. But the trade is still in profit, but it's ranging now. It's forming some sort of triangle, an ascending triangle. Hopefully we can have a breakout to the upside and hopefully hit TP today. But today is Monday and there's no news, so I'm not expecting news influence movement. But since it's Monday, we take what we can get. But right now the trade is still looking good. There's no cause for alarm yet, so this is what we have. Yeah. So it's currently ranging. So let's see how it goes. I'll keep you guys posted. Let me quickly walk you through my thought process while this market was ranging at this point. So initially I was expecting price to at least tap back at my entry before it starts going back up, but it didn't come anywhere close to that. But I had two scenarios: either it taps the entry or it dances around the entry. So it's the second one that played out today, and this is not just random. This is from my testing and observation of this particular and this particular system. Another thing is there's no need for me to break even or adjust my stop loss just yet, because then again this is good. You can easily just drop down and tap my break even before it goes back up. But I already know this system, this is how it works, so I just have to let it play out and just trust the process. So right now I'm just, I think I even just left the chart, just let it do its thing, set my alerts at, see, one alert at the high where I'm expecting price to break out of, and one alert at the low there, that other gray zone. So I have two alerts there and I just let the trade play out. So guys, I just took my bath, came back, and we are pushing up nicely. I don't think I'm going to break even on this trade. I didn't have the intention of breaking even today, so I'm just going to reduce my risk. As you can see, guys, at this point, this was New York session. This is around past 2 in the afternoon. That's Nigerian time, and price is already moving bullish. We're already at another problem area, a potential problem area, which is this other blue zone. So as you can see, price has rejected off that level once, twice, 3 times, and it's going back there the fourth time. So it's a potential place where we have massive rejections from. But if price was able to break that zone, it's meant that okay, my target for the day is achievable. So at this point, you are paying attention to the charts, the candlestick patterns that are printing. But based on my entry already, I'm good enough to still hold it like the account should be able to chest whatever drawdown it might go into. That's if it doesn't reverse completely. You understand? So at this point, that's what was going through my mind, just waiting, just thinking. So that by the way, why was this account in such deep drawdown? Well, that's because I was testing out a new strategy, because earlier on, I think in June or the early part of this year, market was market was chaotic, so I couldn't really my strategy wasn't working like that. My system seemed to be, it always takes me out before it goes back into profit, all those kind of things. So I said, okay, let me look for a way to tackle this. And my solution to that was scalping. So I was working on a scalping strategy, was able to develop that one. So I said I'll test it out. Of course, I'm trading multiple accounts at the same time. So I decided to test it out using this account. So hence the deep drawdown. Practically, you've seen the results of strategy hopping or system hopping. So just stick to what works for you. If possible, you modify it a little bit, but changing to a completely different system is going to mess up your flow. And that's what happened on this particular account. But I was able to get myself back and revert back to my system, original system. So another thing is having good risk to reward. Now, as you can see, the profits of this particular trade, this is already running into almost the profit target, almost 8% already. Ideally, if this was a normal trade, this is almost running into the 8%, which should be about $400 target. So this is from only one trade. Meanwhile, I've taken so many trades using the new system, and it put me in deep drawdown. But you can see just from only one trade, I'm able to make this much. So you can see the effectiveness of following your plan and just sticking to it, trusting the process. Now, another thing I want to talk about is waiting for your quality setups. What is even a quality setup? Now, the first thing, the basic thing you need to know about a quality setup, it is subjective. But I think the fundamental thing there is your data. Now you have different systems, you have different sessions that your systems work in. You know a particular system that gives you the best risk to reward. In this case, this rebreak and the timing being Asian session. I already know, okay, from my testing, the potential is hold throughout the day or hold till at least New York session. I know I'm going to get a lot of, I'm likely to get more from the trade, and that's why I can risk more. Ideally, when I'm already in drawdown of like 7 8%, I should reduce my risk. That's if I don't want to be aggressive on the account. I'll just reduce my risk and slowly recuperate. But logically, the profit you're going to make from reducing your lot size at this point is just going to make it's just going to take longer for you to pass the account, because now you are catching pips, but the returns are nothing to write home about. So you take longer, you might get frustrated, and you might just give up on the account. But when you have a proven system, you've seen this thing work out and play out so many times, you are able to confidently risk more on them. Just like in this case now, I was able to still risk my 1.5%, even at that point, knowing that, oh, it's potential to blow, but based on the confidence, I still took the risk, I still showed up. Now, logically, you've had a good system, a high probability system. Now you've taken the right risk. The only thing left for you to do is follow through and just trust the process. You have your stop loss, you have your take profit, and why not just hold the trade, see how it is. In the worst case scenario, if you enter with a big position, you can just take partials, leave the rest to run. But then again, that's why I say it's subjective and is based on the amount of data you've gathered concerning that particular system and its effectiveness. Now, we are seeing that volume in the market concerning the trade now is pushing aggressively, is almost at my initial take profit. This is where the conflict of mind comes in. Do I close? Do I just take this profit or leave it according to the strategy? Just leave the trade. Since there's no news, I'm not scared of any news, so price should just keep on moving in my direction. But what is going through my mind right now at this point, what was going through my mind was, okay, price is already approaching this level where I wanted to take profit. I'm already at break even. This is the same account that is coming from almost the brink of death, almost blowing the account, and now it's already at break even, only in one trade. So the conflict of mind is there to, oh, just close the trade and wait for another trade. There will always be another opportunity, and that's the simple truth about the market. There's always another opportunity, so there's no need for FOMO. You understand? So just trust the plan and keep going. But in this case, I just had to close when it got to the take profit, the initial take profit, and I closed. I waited a bit. It started pushing up again, but I just got tired basically, and I ended up closing the trade. As you can see, the alert just went off. Price has got into the initial take profit, and very soon you start having crazy rejections. So now, not just the rejection, I can't just close because of rejection. I have to wait for a suitable candlestick pattern to tell me, okay, this market is, the sentiment is changing, is more of sales now. But then again, a very big candle could still take out my entire position right now. So you just have to be observant, and that's what I was doing at this point, just changing time frames, checking, looking at looking to the left to see if there's any other level that price might get to before it to reverse. Now at this point, I'm just going to, you see, I'm going to just break even at this point because price has already got into the target, so there's no need for me to lose on this trade anymore. So it's safe, very, very safe to break even on this trade at this point. So I think that's what I'll do right here. Just set my break even and just see how price reacts. Potentially it could get to the first blue zone and reverse, because right now it hasn't printed a suitable candlestick pattern on the 15 minutes for me to say, okay, this market wants to um start selling off. So I'm just patient, just waiting, just looking. As you can see, price had already gotten back to the initial take profit. It had even passed it a little bit. So my mind was already spinning, oh, what if it reverses now, and all those kind of thoughts were already running through my mind. Now mind you, this is because I know where the account is coming from. So at the back of my mind, I'm just like, oh, let me not go home with less than, some percentage profit. Right now the account is about like 2% plus in profit already, all the way from 7%, 7 to 7.5% drawdown. So I ended up closing the trade. So guys, I've just closed out the trade. Today was a good day, very good day, in fact. So initially, when I started the day, I was down like 7% in drawdown, but the entry was very sweet, orgasmic, in fact. So I was able to catch this move all the way up, and I still have the idea that it's still going to push up. I have this other target up here, but we'll go again tomorrow. Let me not be greedy. The market is really crazy. Although it might still go my direction, but it might dance around, and at the end of the day, I might end up going home with less than what I currently have. So at least this one gives me leverage. I'm back in profit. So let's just take a look at my dashboard here. Oh, nice. That's crazy because since I started the account, I've not been in profit. This is just the first big trade where you can see the graph. I don't know. Okay, I think it hasn't updated yet. Let's see. Let's see. The graph hasn't updated yet. So you see, beginning of the day, I was down like 7% already. So I've taken like so many trades. See losses back to back, back to back. I think I started this account in July. So you see, first trade losses, 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 but the wins, at least to some extent. So hopefully we can pass this account maybe before the end of the week. I'll post the video. I'll try and record the trade if I eventually pass the account, but see as it goes. I just wanted to do this quick video. It's very long, by the way, but if there's one thing I want you to take home from this is risk to reward. I haven't passed the account yet, but it's evident the system works. Your psychology has to be on point. Then the other thing is your risk to reward. So that's what has brought me out of the drawdown currently now. So See the two losses, and this is today's one. It hasn't finished reading yet, but we are good to go. So see you guys on the next video. Peace.